Hi. Good morning. Yes, always hard to be the one in between the break. But thanks for the previous talk. I mean, I couldn't hope for anything better than that to set the emotional state and also to talk about self-organization. I had 10 minutes, and now I've been told I have 7. So I better self-organize and change something. There's only so much you can plan, it looks like, for. I'm Italian. I'm a father of 3 kids, 6, 4, and 1 month. And I am a very happy man. Since 2 years and a half, I work at Business School Lausanne, which is a self-organized business school. And my life purpose has found a match with the organizational purpose I work for. And that is actually not my daughter, although she probably looks like that. But that is somebody who's inside me right now. That's how I feel when that magic trick happens, when the personal purpose meets the organizational purpose, and when I go to work and I am happy. Now, what you don't see there, or you might see it from the lips and for the face, is that inside that, there's a huge turbulence. So I'm not actually here to tell you that self-organization is going to give you all the solution to make your organization agile, people feel sense of autonomy, and finally embrace the purpose. That is not a magic wing. It's not a stick that is going to work like that. But it's going to make you look like that. That determined, that happy to go for your own purpose with a huge turbulence inside, with a personal development journey that will profoundly change the way you interact inside your organization. And it worked like this 2 years and a half ago at Business School Lausanne. The dean, Dr. Catherine Muff, welcomed me at Business School Lausanne and said, okay, I wanted to do a doctorate there in sustainability. The purpose of Business School Lausanne is to create leaders that are responsible and that create sustainable businesses. And I wanted to do a doctorate around that area. So she said, you want to do a doctorate? What is your personal purpose in life? And I say, well, I don't want to count the hours that I work. I don't like the work-life balance thing. I want to go and work and do something good that makes me feel good. And then in 10, 20 minutes, the question changed and say, would you like to come and work here instead of doing the doctorate? Because I think your purpose perfectly matched the purpose of our organization. And at that point, I said, business school? Purpose? What are we talking about here? I thought that the interview there for the doctorate or for anything else would have been about skills, competences. What is going on? It wasn't that clear to me. And then she told me, I've made a decision. I am so tired. You know, having a vision in our school that is so compelling, creating sustainable businesses, responsible leaders. As a dean, I am carrying that purpose all on myself. After 8 years, you know what? I look down in our organization, and so little of that vision has actually escalated down. So today I'm tired and I'm exhausted. And the decision I've made is that from October, I want the school to become fully self-organized. Not a joke. And I'm like, whoa, that is cool. And I don't understand anything how that is going to work, but I like it. And she sneaked me a contract into the desk. I did not look at figure, I did not look at nothing, I just signed it. And all of a sudden, I became the internal champion for that change. So what she gave me were 3 books. One is called Reinventing Organization from Frederick Laloux. Another one is called Holacracy from Brian Robertson. So one of the solutions that you can almost buy on the shelf nowadays, if you want to go self-organized, is called the Holacracy. It's a wonderful tool. The dean, what she did, she literally signed the new constitution that the Holacracy provide you, which is a little book, 20 pages, with the rules. From now on, the constitution is the new boss. So I, Dr. Catherine Muff, I'm not the dean, I'm not in charge of anything anymore. So the morning after, you wake up, you go to work, you go to her, and you think she's the dean, she's not. And anything else has changed. Now, Holacracy is a very cool tool. We do that since 2 years and a half. We have lost revenue in the past 2 years, we have changed 50% of our staff, 50, not 15, 50. And I'm still looking like that girl, not because I'm a survivor. And it's like, whoa, you survived this huge thing, what's going on? Well, the change that going into self-organization and self-organization principle is going to trigger, is it really going to take you toward agility, toward autonomy, toward purpose? But mind you, agility, autonomy, purpose, that is a little bit of an unknown for any of the leaders or any of the people that work in your organization. I don't know how many of you feel like that, 100% of your people in your organization are agile, autonomous, and work for purpose. 100%, anybody? Okay, 75% of your people are agile, autonomous, and work for purpose. 50% of the people in your organization are agile, autonomous, and work for purpose. 50%. Okay, good, thank you. 25%. All right, okay, so we have a 75% journey to do, if not 100. I'm not surprised by that. Engagement around the world, it tells very clearly that the maximum you get is around 20% of your people engaged in your organization. So there are new ways to work toward engagement. And those new ways really have to do with these three things. If you can allow the people that work with you and around you to have that sense of autonomy and be proud and self-confident and courageous in what they do, if you allow them to discover their inner purpose and align that purpose with the purpose of the organization, if you allow them to sense what is right and what is wrong constantly inside your organization, you are likely to have people that work engaged and with passion. Now, there are two ways to go about that. One way is you take your organization as what it is, and you try to continue and maybe improve it in the way it is already working. You have a hierarchy, and there are tools that you can embrace. But it's the same direction. There's another direction on the other one, is that you start understanding that the hierarchy as such might not very well fit for what we call the VUCA world. And if you really want to have agility, autonomy, and purpose, very often the hierarchy is a barrier to that. So would you like to go the other direction? Now, the other direction, all I can say is it's a journey. You can start. This girl here is full of turbulence. Inside me, there are volcanoes every day. The conversation we have at work today are so different from the one we used to have 2.5 years ago. Because it's not anymore boss to subordinate, it's peer-to-peer, caring for each other. I never learned how to care for my peers in that fashion. I was a manager. I would care with a paternalistic way of doing that, or maternalistic, or whatever that is. But today, I know I work in an organization where people care about me, and I care about them, and we all care about the larger purpose. That has something magic. Except that very often I feel unprepared to live up to the expectations that are inside there. But you know what? I was in this journey, and I also felt awkward and unprepared every other day. So now the thing is, do I still want to feel awkward and unprepared in that direction, or I'm willing to align more who I am and my organization to a new journey that seems to fit so well, and there's a lot of research about that, with what the future of organization seems to need. So I'll be very happy. We are at the table number 31 to talk more about self-organization. I know I'm running out of time. And talk about more Business School Lausanne and our 2.5 years journey. Thank you very much for your time and attention.